I'm here to help you with your first grade skills lessons. My name is Miss James, and today we're working on lesson 29. Let's get started. Our objectives for today are to blend and segment single-syllable words, identify common nouns that name a person, place, or thing, read with purpose and understanding, answer written questions about key details of a story and put events in order, and read new tricky words here and there. That's a lot for today, but we can get through it. Let's start with some blending and segmenting. Get those fingers ready. Remember, when we're blending, you touch your finger to your thumb, and when we segment, you say the sound as you wiggle your fingers. Let's get started. Jack, Jack. 3 fingers for Jack. Jack. Bag, bag. 3 fingers for bag. Bag. Hen, hen. 3 fingers for hen. N. Read, read. 3 fingers for read. Read. We're halfway through. Bloom, bloom. 4 fingers for bloom. Bloom. Cast, cast. 4 fingers for cast. Cast. Dusk, dusk. 4 fingers for dusk. Dusk. Last one. Left, left. 4 fingers for left. Left. Great job. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Now let's get into our tricky words. Here's our first tricky word for today. If you sound this out, you might think it says but that's not quite right. It does start with but the rest of the word, E-R-E, says ear. Ear like the ears on your head. Say the word with me. Here. Great job. Now repeat the sentence after me. I'm so glad you're here. Put your plate here. What's this tricky word again? It's here. Very good. Let's look at our other tricky word. This one looks similar to here, except it has a T at the beginning. What does TH say? It can say or th. In this case, it says th. But the rest of the word is tricky. This word is there. Say it with me. There. Repeat the sentences after me. He kicked the ball over there. Please put your pencil there. What is this tricky word again? It's there. Let's go back and look one more time. What's this tricky word? Here. And what's this tricky word? There. Very good. Next, we're going to look at something called quotation marks. You'll see quotation marks around words that a person is saying in a story. Just like this. These are quotation marks around these words. And it says, I said good morning. You know that I said it because it says I said. And then the quotation marks are around what I said. These quotation marks kind of look like two apostrophes put together. Here are some more examples of sentences with quotation marks. Repeat after me. Beth said, I can run fast. What did Beth say? She said, I can run fast. There's quotation marks around it. Those were her exact words. I can run fast. Repeat after me. Dad said, run and get the bag. What did Dad say? He said, run and get the bag. Last one, repeat after me. Mom says, scrub that tub. What did Mom say? Mom said, scrub that tub. The quotation marks tell us exactly what she said. You'll see these in a story telling you what a person is saying. Before we get into today's story, let's look at some more nouns naming people, places, and things. I'm going to say a phrase and I want you to tell me which word is the noun. Girl trip. Girl. New park. Park. Small bird. Bird. Wet towel. Towel. Boy sings. Boy. Busy street. Street. Tall man. Man. Blue pencils. Pencils. Sun shines. Sun. Running dogs. Dogs. Great job finding all of those nouns. Give yourselves a round of applause. Let's read another story from our snapshots book. Before we begin, do you know 3 different types of sentence endings? We recently talked about a question mark. That's one way you can end a sentence is with a question mark. You can also end a sentence with a period, or if you're really excited, you might use an exclamation point. That's right. And we just learned today about quotation marks. The quotation marks tell us something that someone is saying. If they're speaking, it will be in quotation marks, those 2 little apostrophes around the outside. One vocabulary word that we might come across today is thrush. The word thrush is a type of bird. I've actually never heard of that before. So it's a good thing we looked at it. Let's get into our story. Today's story is called The Bus Stop. Just like we have been doing, I want you to read along with me. I'll read slowly, but follow along and say the words just like I am. Dot led us to a bus stop. At the bus stop, there was a thrush. Remember, a thrush is a type of bird. Nat held up his hand. The thrush was all set to land on his hand. But then Dot said, Nat, stop that. Nat let his hand drop. Keep reading along with me. At the bus stop, Nat said, Beth, this is the best bus. I said, why? Is it fast? No, Nat said. It is not that fast. Then why is it the best? Just then, Nat said, there it is. It was a big red bus with a top deck. Let's answer some questions about today's story. What does Nat say about the bus they will be riding in? He tells Beth it's the best. Why does Nat think this is the best bus? What do you think from what we saw of the bus? Why does he think it's the best? It could be because it's red. Maybe he likes the color red. Or because it has two decks. They said there was a top deck. Maybe you can sit up there. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out more about the bus. How is this bus different from buses you have seen? What color are your buses? They're usually yellow. Sometimes we have white buses around town too, but I've never seen a red bus. Have you ever seen a bus with a top deck? Me neither. Why might the bus have a top deck? Maybe it's so it can hold more people. Maybe there's other things up there. I'm not quite sure. I hope we find out more about that bus. But before we finish for today, we're going to do another sequencing activity and put the events of this story in order. The last thing we're going to do is put these events in order. Let's read the sentences and find out what came first. It was a big red bus with a top deck. A thrush was all set to land on Nat's hand. Nat said that this is the best bus. Nat, Dot, Beth, and Beth's mom all went to the bus stop. Which one of those things happened first? Did they see the bus first? No. First, they went to the bus stop. So this one is number 1. I'll write a number 1 next to it. What happened while they were at the bus stop? Remember that bird was going to land on Nat's hand. What was that bird called? It was a thrush. That's right. This one is number 2. What happened after that? Did they see the bus first? Or did Nat say that it was the best? I remember Nat said it was the best before they saw the bus. We're all finished for today. Great work, and I'll see you